rupee's recent fall is having an unintended impact on some of India's best and brightest young minds. Every year, more and more Indian students aim to get a U.S. university education. But the rupee's weakness against the dollar is making that harder to pay for. CCTV's Tracy Tandon reports.
Indian students are having to rethink their plans for a U.S. education after a sharp slide in the Indian rupee against the U.S. dollar. Over the last 2 months, the rupee has plunged 13% and is the worst performing currency in emerging markets. Last week, the rupee reached a record low of 60 rupees against the U.S. dollar. A depreciating rupee means foreign education becomes a lot more expensive. Experts say the weak rupee, coupled with a sluggish Indian economy, is likely to put a damper on the influx of Indian students that are arriving in the U.S.
The U.S. fees in any case are no small potatoes. It's about $45,000 a year. And when you have to multiply it by 61, 62 instead of, say, 50 rupees, which used to be the exchange rate, or even 2 years ago, 45 rupees to the dollar, it's a big jump.
According to the National Association of Foreign Student Advisors, foreign students contributed $21.8 billion to the U.S. economy during the 2011-2012 academic year. The Institute of International Education says Indians are the second largest foreign student population in the United States after the Chinese.
There are just over 100,000 Indian students in the U.S. And for many years, they've been one of the largest group of international students in the U.S. And in fact, until a few years ago, India was the largest sending country and has now been overtaken by China. Overall, international students bring about $22 billion to the U.S. economy each year, making U.S. higher education one of America's largest export sectors.
With 10 times more college campuses than any other country in the world, the U.S. can easily accommodate this flood of foreign students. Most Indians that come here are top performers who want to pursue their master's degrees, and many of them do so by paying for it out of their own pockets. So the toughest challenge to obtaining that American degree isn't necessarily their test scores, rather it's the exchange rates. Tracy Tandon, CCTV, New York.